Walmart, Walmart, Walmart. I still feel like I'm scratching the surface talking about all the things I did there. Cause think about it, I worked 20 to 30 hour work weeks. And hey, that was for over a year and a half. After school, which would end at 3 p.m., I would head straight to my Walmart to start my shift at 5 p.m. And I wouldn't leave till like 10 or 11 p.m. And if it was a Friday, the next day, I would have to go in at 7 a.m. for my shift. Like, who made these schedules? I would just be rocking my head trying to stay awake. My manager though, she would be wide awake at 7 a.m. You know, she'd be running around setting up the store. I gave her so much respect and all the other managers who would run this store. And there was also a whole other group of people that I gave just as much respect for who worked there. And that was the third shift employees. Third shift, in other words, overnight, they would work from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. So when I'd be leaving the store, they'd be walking in. And when I would go in the next day at 7 a.m., they would be walking out. Jeez, so when I was sleeping that whole time, they were just hard at work. And they would get sleep in the daytime. Woo, but they were making bank though. Oh, and they were lit. Because our Walmart wasn't 24 hours. It would close at 10 on the dot. And since no customers were in the store, some of the workers had Bluetooth speakers on the shelves. And they'd be blasting music, talking, joking around. And at the same time, they would be restocking shelves like crazy. I'm also really enjoying this nighttime spooky feel. But anyways, I want to talk about another topic that I never ever talked about in my Walmart series. And that is pranks. You've seen how common filming pranks in Walmart is, right? Well, have you ever seen those rice pranks? They were pretty big 2 years ago. It would be where people would get rice, throw it up in the air, and it would fall on victims. Well, this one time during the peak of these pranks, I was walking around the store putting stuff away. And out of nowhere, I just see this whole pile of rice on the ground. Oh snap, it's a spill! And at first, I thought a bag of rice was open that was sitting on the shelf. Wait, but hold up, there's no rice on the shelves. We're in the toy section. So I keep on walking, and 2 aisles down, there's more rice on the ground. And I actually see this poor mom and her kid brushing rice off from their heads. No, it couldn't be a prank. So I walk 2 more aisles down, and I see these 2 guys, and one of them is holding a camera with a big microphone attached to it. It was a prankster, and he was holding a bag of rice in his hand. We found our culprit. 2 seconds later, he throws some rice up in the air, and it falls on this lady. Hey! And I actually try not to laugh, but I knew I had to say something. And I hate being that kind of person. Also, I didn't care about being filmed and my image being out there. Wink wink, exhibit A. Regardless, I didn't want to see anybody slipping on this rice, because we weren't trying to get sued. And as I walk up to these guys to tell them something, oh snap! They freak out and run out the store. Wow, I didn't even have to say anything. The power of the blue vest. And again, I wasn't mad at all. It actually made my shift more interesting. But something that would make my shift even more interesting were the Karens. Because the lady that the pranksters got, she was a Karen. Hey, sir, I need to see your manager. And she was talking to me while she was brushing rice off of her hair. And I was trying so hard not to laugh. What's so funny, huh? Nothing, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'll go get my manager. And my manager took so long to arrive because she was running around the store. Hey, ma'am, what seems to be the problem? Your worker over there threw rice on me and now he's laughing. What? Yeah, she thought I was the one who threw the rice. Karens, man, I wish I was making this up. Ma'am, it wasn't me. It was those 2 guys that ran off. I was gonna tell them to stop doing that. Yeah. Why didn't you chase them? Ma'am, I legally couldn't stop them. Is that what corporate says? Yes, ma'am. Here we go. Wait, why are you recording now? I'm sending this to corporate. Ma'am, they're not gonna be on your side. You sure about that? Yes. Hi, corporate. We would end up sweeping all the rice and any other food spills as well. And speaking of food spills, especially drinks, they would be such a hassle to deal with. Because for example, if you were to see a juice spill on the ground, by law, you have to stand right next to it and not leave it and try to get another worker to help. We can leave the spill behind because someone could slip on it. And we wouldn't want to be sued. And I would have to wait 5 to 10 minutes by the spill until another worker passed by so I can get them. Hey, Miranda, there's a spill. Can you bring a mop? Yeah, sure thing. And I would wait and wait and wait. And since I would be standing at that spill for so long, my manager would get concerned wondering where I went. Attention Walmart associates, can I get Jorge go to cash register 2? That's Jorge to register 2. Yeah, since she didn't know where I was, she would want me to go to a register. But I couldn't leave. I was still waiting for Miranda. I can't leave this spot. And 20 minutes later, Miranda would come back with a mop. And your boy would be panicking. Oh my god, let's clean the spill. Hurry. And once the spill was clean, I would run to register too. And there would be a long line of people waiting for me. Hey, what took you so long? I'm sorry, there was a spill. So if you were the person who dropped the pickle jar and I had to stand there for 30 minutes just smelling that disgusting smell and being late to my register, just know I still haven't forgotten. Cling, clink, clink, clink. Yes, sir. Subscribe to the brand new Clips channel. Follow the Twitch. Follow the Instagram. All links will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching.